today I'm going to show you 4 tailoring formulas that can save you years of frustration. Now there are secret formulas that you can use to determine the measurement of an individual. Now I learned these tailoring formulas and it saved me years of stress and frustration. Please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel Luyasi. Hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video you get to first hand notice of it. If you have any question, don't hesitate, hit me up in the comment section. I respond very fast. There was a time I was called to take the measurement of a teenager to make a senator top and trouser for that teenager. I went, I took all the measurements, or I thought I took all the measurements. Then after coming back to my place and the boy traveled the next day, I discovered I forgot to take the chest measurement. I forgot to take the armhole measurement. Now as a tailor, what will you do in this kind of situation? There are instances where a customer calls you maybe from another country or from another state to make a clothes for them, and you might not have the opportunity to take the measurement of that individual personally. Maybe another tailor will take the measurement and send down to you, and that tailor might omit some measurements. Now how will you determine the measurement that is omitted in that measurement to ensure that you make a perfect and a well-fitted outfit for that client or that customer? So there are some formulas in tailoring that if you know, it will help you to avoid stress and frustration when it comes to the tailoring profession. That's why today I'm going to give you 4 formulas that you can use that can help you, that can save you a lot of stress and a lot of frustration when it comes to the tailoring profession. Now, the first tailoring formula that is very useful for you to know as a tailor that can help you and save you from years of stress and frustration is how to determine the armhole measurement. Now some of these techniques can work for both male and female, but I'm mainly into menswear, so these are tried and tested formulas that work for the male figure. Now some of these techniques can also work for the female figure, but this is mostly common with the male figure. So now the armhole measurement. Now you might be taking the measurement of a customer or a client. You want to make an outfit for that person, and you might forget to actually take the armhole measurement. Now how can you determine the measurement of the armhole? And the armhole is very important when it comes to the fitness of an outfit, especially a shirt for an individual. In an instance where you forget to take the armhole measurement, there is a formula that you can use that can give you close to accurate measurement of the armhole. There's a disclaimer I want to drop. Now it's always best if you have an opportunity to take all of these measurements. It's best because when you take the measurement you get 100% accurate fit. But in instances where you are not opportune to take these measurements, these formulas can actually work very well to give you close to 100% accuracy. Now if you forget to take the armhole measurement, or you are not opportune to take the armhole measurement of a male figure, one formula you can use is the shoulder divided by 2. Now if an individual has a shoulder of 18 inches and you want to determine the armhole, dividing that shoulder by 2 will most likely give you close to accurate measurement of the armhole. So let's say an individual has a shoulder of 18 inches. When you divide that 18 inches by 2, it gives you 9 inches. Most likely that individual will have an armhole of 9 inches. So this is a very important formula. There are instances where you take measurements and you don't actually take the armhole measurement. So in those instances, just divide the shoulder by 2 and most likely to give you an accurate armhole measurement. So let's say you have a shoulder of 17 inches. When you divide that 17 by 2, that will give you 8.5. So most likely you can use 8.5 inches as that person's armhole measurement. Now the second secret formula is the formula to actually determine either the hip or the chest measurements. There was a day I was called to take the measurement of a teenager in church, and I went through the measurements. I discovered that I omitted to take the chest measurement, and the chest measurement is a very important measurement when it comes to making an outfit, especially a top, maybe a button-down shirt or a senator top. So I omitted to take the chest measurement, and now no way for me to actually retake the measurement because the person in question had already traveled. What I learned after my years of experience is when you want to determine the hip measurement or the chest measurement, either one, there are instances where maybe you take the measurement and you omit to take it, or someone sends a measurement and you're unsure of either the chest or the hip measurement. Most times when it comes to the male physique, the chest measurement is usually the same as the hip measurement. Let's say you have a chest measurement of 40 inches. Now most likely that person's hip measurement will be the same 40 inches. Even if there is a little difference, it will be just maybe by 1 inch, half inch, or maybe 1.5 inch. But most likely, if you have a male figure, if you have a man of a chest of 40 inches, which is the standard measurement of a chest for men, most likely when you check the hip measurement, it will be either 40 or 39, or it will be around that 40 inches. So most times, if maybe you fall into a situation where you omit to take either the hip or the chest measurement, let's say you forget to take the hip measurement, most likely you can use the chest measurement for the hip measurement. And if you forget to take the hip measurement, you can use the hip measurement for the chest measurement. Most times it's aligned. There are instances where there might be slight differences, but those instances are very rare. So most likely the chest measurement is the same with the hip measurement. Now let's go into trousers. A very important measurement when it comes to the trouser measurement is the knee measurement. So in an instance where you want to determine the knee position of an individual for a trouser measurement, you divide the trouser length divided by 2 plus 1 inch. Now there are instances where this might vary, that you can just divide the trouser length by 2, but most times is the trouser length divided by 2 plus 1 inch. Let's say the individual has a trouser length of 40 inches. Now you divide that 40 divided by 2, that will give you 20 inches, plus 1 inch, that will give you 21 inches. So most likely that individual with a trouser length of 40 inches will have a knee position, that's the position of his knee when taking the measurement from his waist down, will be 21 inches. There are instances where a customer will tell you that he wants a pencil or a fitted trouser, and you actually have to know the position of the knee so that you place the knee measurement. So what you just do is to divide the trouser length divided by 2 plus 1 inch. Now I've been getting a lot of questions about this issue, how to determine the crotch length. Now I'll make a separate video on how to actually take the crotch length measurement, but there's also a secret formula that you can use in a situation where you just want to determine the crotch length. Now what I do, and it gives a pretty close accurate measurement for the crotch, is I use the waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5 inch or 2 inch. There are situations where I'm making a trouser for someone that is very tall, and there are situations where I'm making a trouser for someone that is medium height and someone that is short. Now in a situation where you're making a trouser for someone that is medium height, it's best that you divide the waist divided by 4 plus 1.5 inches. Now that will give you the crotch length measurement. Now when you're making a trouser for someone that is very tall, you can divide the waist divided by 4 plus 2 inches, and that will give you the crotch length measurement for that tall person. I'll make a separate video on how to actually take the crotch length measurement of an individual, but this is in a situation where you don't have the opportunity to take the crotch length. This is a formula that can actually work for you to determine the crotch length measurement. Now if you have any formula that you know in tailoring that can be very useful, please hit me up in the comment section and give that formula that you know that is very useful in tailoring. Now we're getting a lot of views on our channel, but yet some of you are still not subscribed. So do me a favor, go to the channel, check to confirm if you've actually subscribed to the channel, and if you've not, smash that subscribe button. See you in my next video.